were you first made aware of this project and what attracted you to the story?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast. A long time ago. I mean, I think Liz Carlson, who's the lead producer on this, has been with it for over 10 years. So I must have been with it for at least 6 or 7. But Phyllis Nagy has been with the story for even longer, the woman who wrote the screenplay. And as soon as I read the screenplay, having read the novel prior when I did Ripley all those years ago with Anthony, the great late Anthony Gala, I loved the story. So. But it needed the right group of people around it for it to lift off. And when Todd Haynes came on board as a director, and then Rooney, I thought this is going to be something special.
When were you first made aware of this project and what attracted you to the story?
I can't remember exactly when, a few years ago, and I really wanted to, I thought the script was fantastic, and obviously the chance to get to work with Cate was, a dream come true, and I really had wanted to work with Todd. And
as we've come to realise now that obviously originally a book that's now been, turned into a film. Can you tell me how you become involved in this?
Pardon, how I came to it?
How you become involved with the feature?
It was a long time ago. It was probably 1922, and a producer approached me and asked if I'd be interested in this, and it began a 15-year journey, and I had no idea it would go on that long. But over the years, I've been the constant, and Film 4 pretty much has been the constant. And over the last 5 years, Elizabeth Carlson, the producer, has really willed it into being, and it's just been an extraordinary experience.
As with any book, obviously there's already so much to work with. How have you been able to sort of turn it successfully into a screenplay that could be used for film?
Right. Well, fortunately, I've had a lot of years to work on it, and as people come and go, and any producers or directors have notes or questions, I'm so familiar with the material that I could work quickly and fluidly and know what would work, know what wouldn't work, or just try to make something work that someone thought would be a good idea. So the length of time that it's taken, it has worked to our advantage in that way, I'd say.
As with any scriptwriter, when you're sort of working on something like this, do you ever imagine that the people that are finally in the film are they ever in mind when you're sort of turning it into a script?
Well, I don't try to think about real actors when I'm writing because it inhibits you, but I can tell you that I did think about the Grace Kelly of Rear Window in particular when I was imagining Carol. And Kate's pretty close to that, but so much more fabulous.
As we're at the London BFI Film Festival, what does it actually mean for the film to actually be a part of this event?
Well, it began as a British film. It still is, and so I suppose there's no better venue for it to have a wonderful premiere. It's terrific.
Can you start off by telling us how you become involved in this project, please?
I became involved in the project, lots of different reasons really. I mean, I read the book a long time ago and thought to myself, my God, this would make an amazing film. I wish somebody could do it one day. And I actually thought at the time Todd Haynes would be the perfect director. Then Elizabeth Carlson, who is the producer and a friend of mine, told me a couple of years later that she had the rights to the book. And I said, okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the costumes, don't care who's directing it, don't care who's in it. I want to do it, and that's how I became involved.
Obviously, as we know, it's a film set in the 50s. It's a time when costume was very unique and very wonderful looking for what it was. I mean, it's become a character within itself with any film now. What was it like to design all this?
Exciting as always. I mean, I get excited by whatever period I'm working in actually, because you always learn something new. This is a particularly interesting one because it's 52. I don't think it's the 50s that people think of, because it still looks a lot like the 1940s. So it's a transitional period where people are going from sort of really, or the silhouette is going from the wide shoulder 40s look to a much more streamlined look of the 50s. So it was really, really exciting to do.